Hey guys, welcome back to SDB the Salamence. Pretty much the deck list for Salamence. If you guys are curious of using him or not, he is stage 2, which kind of is a problem in the current format. But he does have 3 attacks. He's pretty bulky, and he offers up 1 prize card, and he does pretty good damage. So there's just quite a bit of trade-offs for it. But either way, it is the Salamence deck. It kind of runs similar in the way to the Mega Dragon Rayquaza deck. So if you have let's just say you want to use, let's just say you don't have the Mega Rays or the Rayquazas, but you have Salamences and you have everything else for it, and you can just swap in the Salamence just in case, and use that deck. It is a pretty fun deck, does pretty good damage. It's pretty competitive, but as far as like knocking out Megas, it doesn't really do that. However, it does knock out EXs, so if you can outspeed them, which isn't actually too hard in this deck, if you can actually outspeed them, then that is a pretty good thing. You can do some heavy damage in the beginning and knock out the Megas. Let's see what we can do here. Bagon and Shelgon are your basics in stage 1s. You're not gonna really use your attacks, so it's not really important talking about them. But we have here Salamence. He's 160 Dragon type Pokemon, so pretty bulky. 160 was pretty big. It's pretty much the Florges EX HP, which is not that bad. We have Shatter for 60, which is okay. Basically, you use 1 energy, you do 60, and that was back then. That was and this still. As what I'm talking about was Garchomp from the Dragon's Exalted set had a 1 attack energy for 60, and that still wasn't good enough. They had to bump it up with Altaria. Unfortunately, we don't have Altaria in the standard pretty much set. So 1 for 60 is okay. It can knock out basics that you don't want to use the Steam Blast or the Power Howl for, and I guess it can stack up damage. But alternatively, it's not the attack you want to be using. Power Howl is actually a pretty good attack depending on the circumstances. It does 20 times the number of cards in your opponent's hand. Now that doesn't seem very good because your opponent's always playing crap, but in actuality, there are a couple times my opponent has a big hand, and oddly enough, it actually always is against the Rayquaza decks because they always ORAS for the full bench of 10, and oddly enough, sometimes they don't play out everything they have because it's just too much cards in their hand. So they have like I want to say like 10 cards in their hand at some point in time because of the ORAS, and Power Howl does quite a bit of damage since at that point in time. It's pretty good. As far as other decks, like decks that require like little hands, like I guess Night March is a pretty like low hand deck kind of thing. It's okay, but the real attack here that we'll be using is Steam Blast. It's basically 170, which is a very solid amount of damage for 2 fire, 1 water, and 1 colorless, and you discard 3 energy touches this Pokemon. The good thing about this is you have a double dragon energy on him, you discard pretty much the double dragon and 1 energy. And overall, that would kind of feel bad, but we do have some support for it. But that is pretty much the attack of Salamence. It is pretty. I use Steam Blast, I want to say, for knocking out EXs, and Power Howl for knocking out everything else, pretty much. I don't really use Shatter because it discards the stadium play, and I kind of do that. I need the stadium. But if our opponent pays Ninetales or Rayquaza, then that is pretty good for us actually in general, because we could just discard the stadium and he will be able to play down 1. I'll see if I put Ninetales in here, but it wouldn't really fit. For support, we have Hydreigon EX, 180 HP Pokemon. Let's see what he has. An amazing looking full art. If I said his name wrong, I'm sorry. That's just how I always say it. He has Dragon Road, which is basically if there's a stadium card in play, your your own Dragon Pokemon have 2 less retreat costs. So it's pretty good. Unfortunately, Hydreigon has 3 here, and Salamence has 4. But we do play 2. So that's a trade-off. I play 2 just for the sole reason that they capture out Hydreigon to stall. I can just retreat the Hydreigon to begin with. But it also works out for Salamence since he has 4. His attack is not really that great. It's basically Shred for 80. 80 is not that great for 3, but it ignores the effects of it ignores any effects of the opponent's active Pokemon. So it goes through Hard Charm, it goes through Safeguard, it goes through a lot of things, but 80 is not solid enough. You won't even knock out Sigilyph unless you have, I guess, Muscle Band, and that's hoping your main attacker is Hydreigon. We also have Reshiram, which is pretty much our most important support actually of the deck. He is Reshiram-y. I call him Reshiram. He's a 130 HP Dragon type Pokemon. He has Turbo Blaze, which is a very good ability. Basically, before you attack, you're allowed to attach an if this is your active, you're allowed to attach a Fire Energy card from your hand to one of your Dragon Pokemon. And he also has 2 retreat costs. So with Hydreigon, you're able to attach 2 and then manually attach an energy card. So you attach 3 in 1 turn. That is very good. If you have the Mega Ray, you do that same time. You do that, and you have your Mega Ray ready by turn 2. Same thing with Salamence. You have it ready by turn 2 if the gods allow, because you need rare candy or a Wally or something. Excuse me. But yes, that is Turbo Blaze. It is a very amazing ability. I really like it. It really speeds up things, especially with like fire type things. Only downside is that it only works in your Dragon Pokemon. But that's kind of fair because Wishram is Dragon type Pokemon and it's for Dragon support. We also run 2 Shaymins just for draw support, and everyone knows Shaymin. Look at him, he's so cute. Shaymin is 110 colorless Pokemon, but you're pretty much gonna use him for his setup ability. When you play him down to the field, you're allowed to draw up to 6 cards in your hand. So if you have 1, you draw 5. If you have 6, you draw nothing. But no one plays them for that. They always play them when they have like the last card in their hand. Because of Hydreigon and because we want to take advantage of this Rishram's ability, we run quite a bit of escape ropes and switches just to negate our free switch in. So we have 1 escape rope. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what escape rope does. We have 2 Professor's Letter just to get out energies because it has to be from your hand. We have 3 rare candies to speed up Salamence as much as we can. We have superior energy retrieval because Salamence's 3rd attack does discard quite a bit of energy. So if we running low on double dragons, we can actually just sacrifice our 2 fires and 1 water energy and just put it back up with the Risham. That's not too big of a deal. We do run quite a bit of things to get back energies by superiors. We run 2 switches just to switch around, just in case they catch a Hydreigon and I don't have the other one out or something like that. We run 4 Ultra Balls. Just to get out everybody really pretty much. We run 3 Versus Seekers, which is pretty much just like almost like a staple at this point in time. Actually, it is a staple. 3 or 4 is like a staple. We run 2 Chorus, 1 Lysander, 4 Ents, 4 Sycamores, 1 Wally, and the Wally is just a tech card really. The Wally I put in because I figured it would help speed out the Bagon or Salamence, but if it slows you guys down or you guys think there's a better card, go ahead and put it in. It won't really mess with the deck too much. The Chorus is kind of, I think, are kind of important because I always play against pretty big bench size decks. But the Wally is not too important. I just like him because it's full art, and it does speed up the Salamence Bagon a little bit. Depends on what you have here. We run 3 Scorched Earth as our stadium of choice because Hydreigon needs a stadium. We run 3 Scorched Earth because of the draw power. We can discard our fire energy and basically draw 2 extra cards, which is amazing, stellar. It's fantastic. We run 6 fire energy. We run 1 water energy. I want 1 water energy because Salamence needs 1 water energy to attack. And just in case we got double dragon energy, we still need to use the attack. We also run 4 double dragon energies, which is really great card. So yeah, so the deck list doesn't look very big. It's not a very big deck list, and it helps keep it consistent. Like I said, there are things you can take out, but this is what I found runs the best, and the Wally is pretty much the most, I guess, optional thing you can take out because I don't really need Wally at all. But that is pretty much the Salamence deck. It runs kind of similar to the Mega Ray, except for the usual trade-offs. I mean, we don't offer up 2 prize cards, we don't do as much damage, but it runs pretty much a similar way. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video that I have for you. So we're going against Rajufas? I don't know, but she's running a fairy deck. Normal fairy, so Shaymin, I don't know, Gardevoir? Maybe, I don't know, depends. We don't get a basic. Yay, we got a basic, but no draw. No, we got Shaymin technically. So we're gonna put on our little Rishamis. Our opponent is sporting. Ooh, bad hand. Our opponent is sporting the Rayquaza sleeves, and you never want to start for Shaymin, so I'm assuming that was his only basic at the time. You're not gonna keep that, man. Oh, are we fighting Speed Forgers? Knock that out of the way. Let's see. I really want to keep my rare candies, but let's see. I'll get rid of 1, and escape rope. Have to get out my Shaman to got 3 cards. You know, that kind of works. If I just had either a fire energy or some kind of draw support. Next time I can rare candy into a Salamence, get some stuff going. We do kind of have to speed it up a bit because Salamence is weak to Fairy, which our opponent is most likely running. Is he gonna kill himself? Looks like he's gonna kill himself. Oh, he's trying to get a basic down. Gets a basic down. The little spritzies. That's spritzy? Yeah, spritzy. So Scarab turn, so he's gonna draw into a lot. If I can knock out spritzy, then we got something going. We do get a fire energy. So I'm gonna rare candy into my Salamence. I'm gonna have to use the stadium effect. Well, there you go. I got another fire energy and another Versus Seeker, which isn't good. So I'm just gonna attach the fire energy to. Should I attach or should I just keep it and discard it next turn? I'm gonna actually just keep it and end my turn. Poor Risham just taking up all the damage, but he's pretty good HP basic, so he'll be able to take a couple hits. And our opponent is taking advantage of our. Well, it's not really a slow start, it's just that we don't have anything we can really use. The Versus Seekers come at the worst time. I mean, I wish I had a Sycamore or a Chorus or something. Swirlix, Spritzy, or Quaza. Okay, so this is some kind of Fairy or Quaza deck. So this is probably the one that prevents special conditions. Trade energy around. Multiple Rayquazas. Let's see what else. Got Shaman for speed. What else would you run? Just more Rayquazas? Wouldn't you just run more Rayquazas? Florges, which is actually a pretty big threat to us. So we're knocking out Florges is probably our primary concern. Because I mean, well, we're going to touch Capsule. We're going to use our ability. Touch one and then use the stadium to get rid of the energy. We get an N, which is stellar. All I need now is Hydreigon, and we got some business going. I can knock out. I can start knocking out things, especially that Spritzee, since it can't. Spritzee's knocking out Spritzee will be a big deal for me because I'll be pretty much basically denying his free trade of energies. So I'm gonna attach my double energy to this little guy right here. I'm gonna end. Hopefully I get a Hydreigon. I don't, but I get an Ultra Ball, which is just as good. Let's get rid of. We'll just get rid of some energy. I can always get it back over here. We'll get rid of, let's see, that and get rid of Reshiram. Let's get rid of Reshiram. And then get out a Hydreigon. Put his big butt on the flow. And then we're going to retreat into our Salamence, and we can do just Power Howl for 120, knocking it out. And then next turn we can just either call out the Florges or the Rayquaza or the Shaman. We can call it whatever. With Lysander, knock it out. I'm going for the Florges because that is too big of a threat to Salamence especially. Let's see what else we can do here. We got quite a bit. We only got 4 energies in discard pile. It's not too bad. Another Pokemon that's a big threat is Zinnia, but it does take 3, which gives us some time. It takes 2 Fairy and 1 Colorless, which is the best combo you can come up. Oh, it ends me. Still gonna end. Okay, that's cool. I still gonna end. That's amazing. I'm not end. Last under. Pulls out another Florges, which honestly I'm cool with. He attached energy to. Let's see, is it better just killing you off? And we're gonna put down another Bagon. What's the best way to kill something here? I can kill Mega Ray. I can get rid of Xerneas. I can get rid of Florges. Getting rid of the Xerneas is probably the biggest thing I can get rid of. but that would cost 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That would cost me by doing my Dragon Blast, which is a shame, but I think we have to go for it. Gonna go ahead and let's see. Attachment energy here. It's gonna sound stupid, but I'm gonna do this. There we go. And now we got 3 energies to go. Double Dragon energy will be pretty useful. We gotta lessen out that Zinnia, because that's gonna be a real big threat. And I have to Steam Blast it, which is kind of annoying. But I'm gonna get rid of the Double Dragon and just a fire. And then let's see, let's get out of this one, which is a Shotgun, which is not that bad. Not that bad. We can evolve our little Bagon. I got rid of another threat. Basically now I'll just get rid of the Florges. That I can get rid of with just see, I gotta get rid of that thing now. Let's see. Luckily, Florges don't have too much HP. Nice, nice. Make me. Too bad for you, so I run plenty of switch cards. That I only have 1 left actually. Good. That sucks. Anyways, I run 2 Hydreigons just for the simple purpose of this, really. Let's see. I got this Florges now. Florges is a thing. Let's get our hand down as small as we can get it. We're gonna have to end pretty much, which I do not want. But seeing how we have 4, I was really hoping I had a Chorus, but we're gonna end. Now we get a Chorus. You know what? I think we're safe. He's probably gonna try to kill my Hydreigon, but he only has what, 1, 2, 3. That's what, 60. He does only 20, I guess. Doesn't really have much fairy Pokemon to capitalize on that attack. I think he really relies on the Skyfield. So it's a weird balance. He has a multiple of like do the wave hitters. Okay, I've become a problem now. There's multiple do the wave hitters, but not really like any form that capitalizes it besides Mega. I mean, he has Florges, but Florges only does it for grass and Grass and Fairy, and Rayquaza does for everybody on the bench. Let's see. Chorusing for 10. See, I like that big hand my opponent has now, because now Power Howl can do Power Howl can do a massive amount of damage. But let's see, we have to get a way to retreat. And we don't have that option unless we use a supporter for the turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and just Chorus, get a nice big hand. We got Double Dragon Energy, we got another Salamence. No way of switching, unfortunately. Let's see. We could use Shred and put our opponent into that kind of predicament, which actually all in all doesn't sound like a bad idea. Let's see, is there anything else I need? Nope, pretty much that's all we can do for that. I really wish I had superior energy retrieval just to get back some kind of energy. We do have 2 more Double Dragon energies, so we're still pretty energy sufficient. He's gonna use Florges now. It's actually not that bad. We can retreat and kill it if we want to. However, no, never. Well, we'll still live actually. No, 120. It kind of helps us out a little bit. Actually, in all seriousness, that kind of helps us out a little bit. Power Howl does what? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. Does 80, so it does 180. Okay. Let's go into Power Howl. Power Howl, sorry. Not getting out. I'm not sure why our opponent did that. I would think he thought it worked on every bench, so he was hoping to do massive amounts of damage. But now our opponent doesn't really have much. If he has double colors and a Mega Rayquaza, then he has that, and that's actually gonna be pretty big of a problem. But he would evolve last turn, I would have figured. So we're just gonna put out Swirlix. If we get a Versus, we could just lessen her out another We got out of Shaman since it's lower HP. He's got full art too. And it is the special condition one. I was figuring. You should run one special, one tasting just for the lulz until you get drop power. He's gonna power up his Mega Ray. His Rayquaza at this time. He's got another Swirlix down. Maybe that's the tastiest one. He's gonna Riona. Doesn't really help out too much because our Scorched Earth is still on the floor. Checking out. Oh, there it is, the Mega. So now I gotta for sure find a way to kill this guy. Because next turn that's gonna be coming in like a hot hammer. We get Double Dragon Energy, but that's nothing too needed. I mean, we can. Let's see. I can move my energy there, and let's see what we can do. We can chorus again, but we won't be able to get our Versus Seeker. Let me play on my hand just a little bit, just to get out things that I don't really need. Let's see, we got another Bagon. A Hydreigon would be nice. We can through cheat for everything. Let's go with this, just so we don't draw an Ultra Ball again. We'll go ahead and chorus. We get our Versus Seeker, which is pretty good. I think we'll just Power Haul this turn, and we'll be at a 1 prize card pretty much game. I'll just catch her out the Swirlix here and then knock it out with our other Hydreigon. If he doesn't evolve it, if he does, I can just get another energy and Power Haul again. But Mega Rayquaza is coming to the field and he is gonna kill my 40 HP Salamence. He did it. Man, he was in there since like turn 2 doing all this mad work. He took pretty much all the prize cards by himself. So Salamence, you know, pretty strong Pokemon. I like him a lot. He's more viable at least than Dragonite. So that's pretty much the game. We can use Hydreigon. You know what, for the lulz we're gonna use Hydreigon. Just because everyone says no one can use Hydreigon. Hydreigon's worthless. And he kinda is, but that ability is really good for my personal taste. We're gonna go Versus Seeker for the Lysander. And then get out the Swirlix. And then that is game. Good luck, good game, sir, or I guess Madam Raji Kufis. Oh no, good game. It was an interesting Fairy Rayquaza deck. I got the concept, but I'm not sure why you have Forges there. You probably could just had like, I don't know, Zinnia or something. I don't know. I like the game, but basically, ooh, 13 minutes is a lot of good time. I really like the game. It's just that I didn't really get why the Forges was there. I understand he had the same attack principle as Rayquaza, but I mean Rayquaza is very, so it doesn't really add to Forge's attack. But it was a good game nonetheless. Salamence showing you that why he's the MVP. But other than that, yes, that is Salamence. I really enjoy Salamence overall. He kind of works the same way as the Mega Rayquaza. Oddly enough, he's just a stage 2 version of it and does less damage, which sounds all bad, but he offers up 1 prize card, which is, you know, a good trade-off. And he has pretty good bulk, so he won't go down to a usual, like, he won't go down as quick as people would think he would go down. Fairies are a big thing though. The matchup for fairies is very rough since, you know, fairies do quite a bit of damage and they're weak to that. I'm kind of sad that dragons don't have some kind of, I guess, resistance or some kind of like, or they're not super effective against something because they're just kind of there. But other than that, Salamence does do pretty good work. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It's just a little fun deck I made. The next deck I'll make probably be a little more serious competitive deck, or try to be at least. I don't know, Magnezone, Thunder, or something up. I want to get like an electric Pokemon. I haven't like had an electric Pokemon in a while. I don't think I actually ever had one as a video. But anyways, I want to get like some kind of electric type Pokemon, EX preferably, as the next deck. So hope you guys enjoyed the Salamence. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment on the bottom just what you thought, or if any kind of suggestions you guys have. And if you guys really enjoyed the video, please subscribe. It does help us out quite a bit. I'm also going to start uploading other videos besides Pokemon, so hopefully you guys enjoy the other videos too. For right now, it's going to be Smash, and it's not really going to be like, it's going to be more like hype videos. And the next one, it'll be uploaded probably the next day after this upload. But hopefully you guys enjoy that video as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day.